Now that my new book, Spiritual Experience, is on pre-order, I'm beginning to do interviews. And one of the first questions that I seem to be getting asked again and again is whether spiritual experiences are really still relevant. And the idea is that maybe there was once upon a time, before science and materialism, in which spiritual experiences mattered because people didn't really understand that they were meaningless, or that they were insubstantial, or that they were just imagination or psychological projection. Well, I guess that's a fair uneducated opinion or assumption, and most of us have probably been conditioned to believe that that might be true. However, let's just step back for a moment and consider that any phenomena that exists in the human experience that persists over time throughout cultures and around the world is a phenomena that reveals a deeper structure of both our internal reality and ultimately the world around us. Now, it's true that spiritual experiences are essentially infinite in their variety and even in the kinds of content they experience, meaning the word infinite is actually built into a lot of spiritual experiences of infinite love, experiences of infinite varieties of natural wonders, experiences of infinite energy. And yet, despite that, we do find patterns that recur and recur and recur. From the smallest simple kinds of things, like daily aha moments, to more shocking and puzzling things like unexplainable phenomena, miracles, the experience of spirits, or the visitation from divine or sacred beings, and onward to even more expansive experiences of consciousness itself, of beingless being. And while these things may sound fantastical to some of you, the reality is they have persisted throughout time. And not only do they reflect the architecture of our neurology and our physiology and our psychology, but they do help us to come into a deeper relationship with life. In fact, what we find is that the content of spiritual experiences is actually something we can reference in our relationship to everyday life. And it turns out that spiritual experiences, more often than not, help us to be more effective in our lives, healthier in our relationships, to feel more hopeful and peaceful in chaotic times. And not only that, but to have a sense of the design that we are all living within. And so spiritual experiences, from that perspective, are more important now than ever, precisely because we need this deep inner process, deep inner view, deep inner experience to balance and temper and inform the wild, aggressive, greedy materialism that's running our world. So check it out. The 7 Gateways of Spiritual Experience. You can pre-order it today.